What's going on, everybody? It's your boy King Gabe here with another toy review, and this is a really special one especially out of my Predacon list there. Transmetal 2 Dinobot. I have been waiting to get this figure ever since I was a kid. This is the first time I've had this figure. Like a lot of the ones I've shown you guys in my previous toy reviews, I had them. Then I re-got them, stuff like that. This one, I have never had this one until now. When he first came out, back in I think like the 99 or 2000, or something like that. Well, when he first came out, and I was like anywhere between like late elementary to middle school, I really wanted to get this figure. Cause they had them at Walmart. This was even before. This was back when they had the regular Walmart stores, not they had the super center. The super centers were just starting, but they still had the regular Walmart stores. They had them there, and I remember I was planning to ask my mom to get them, but it just so happened that my mom was in there for something else that day, and also one of my cousins was with us, and before. Because you know how when you're a kid and one kid gets something and the other kid wants to get it, so my mom was like, "Gabe, don't come in here asking for any. Don't come in here asking for anything. We're not buying any leisure stuff, any toys or anything today because if you go asking, then your cousin's gonna want one too. So yeah, or either not, maybe not the same thing that I get, but they gonna want me to buy them something too." So we're just in here for some stuff that we need today. Yeah, like I say, it wasn't, and I've got another Transformers, but we never did get this one. Yeah, so glad to get them now. Before we go further into this, like, share, subscribe, get our available books, support us on that Patreon, just like your boy AJ Supreme, Pixis, Casey, and Iceman Universe. Also, hang out with us on Facebook and Discord, and let's sell each other some stuff on the Macari app, which is where I got this bad boy. So, let's dive right in. So, as you can see, very fierce looking and everything. Even got kind of a weird looking tongue, but then again, he was supposed to be a major nightmare in the show when he first came out, sort of, and then he was a clone of Dinobot, of the original Dinobot, from Beastwars. In season 3 of Beastwars, he had like clone cells from Dinobot. Megatron really has a major unhealthy obsession with wanting to clone Dinobot. The one that betrayed him in episode 1, and he actually made a clone of Dinobot in season 1. But it couldn't transform, which was kind of stupid. Like, of course he can't transform, but I don't see the need for that. Yeah, kind of would be necessary, Megatron. And I don't know what that clone was. I guess that clone was completely organic since it couldn't transform, but the real Dinobot ate him? You're disgusting. And Cheeto was like, "Nice." So, yeah. Close his mouth for now. So then we didn't get anything like clone. Before he made this clone, he had Transmetal 2 Raptors, which were pretty powerful, but they didn't have a spark or anything. So when he created this one, he put a spark in it. The spark he used was half of what he got out of Rampage there, which him and Rampage were pretty much sharing a spark, almost like the clones in the Us movie from Jordan Peele. Don't ask. Okay, well, you can't ask, but yeah. They always say don't ask, but people gonna ask anyway, so. Anyway, I'll tell you more about that in the comment section if you want to know. So, yeah, he made Transmetal 2 Dinobot clone, and yeah, He was a nightmare. Very fierce and had these little tube things going on. Now I would say, yeah. Now now I saw a video review that I didn't really like that complained about him there. Now, yes, the tubes here do kind of prevent some movement, but other than that, yeah, it's not. I think that's pretty much the only little nitpick is just the tubes there. Yeah, because it is a '90s toy, and you know a lot of the ingenuity wasn't like it was now with toy making. So, yeah, it's kind of understandable there. But for a '90s toy, yeah, this is really it's still really good. It got good design on them and everything. Yeah, got the shiny bits and everything. You could tell from under here. Little, it's a little bit of kibble, but it blends in really well. His it's pretty much gonna be like a switcheroo when he transforms there, but again, it's still really good though. And like I say, you saw he opened his mouth, funny looking tongue. Also, like all Transmetal 2s, has the little spark crystal. It's in his head for this one. Yep. And one thing about the Transmetal 2s, they could regenerate, sort of like, had like a healing factor like Wolverine and Deadpool. Sort of has this little symbol on the back of him, sort of reminds me of Gilmon a little bit from Tamers. Really spiky scales back here. And of course, he has a gimmick, like a lot of 90s toys. Just turn this part right here, and you just swap. I wave my tail, I wag my tail back and forth, I wag my tail back and forth, I wag my tail. Or I guess, I wag my tail left and right, I wag my tail left and right, I wag my tail left and right. So like one of Will Smith's kids, I think it's Willow, that sung that song. I wave my hair back and forth, I shake my hair back and forth. Yeah, don't get me started with chicken noodle soup. I love me some chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. I let it rain. I let it pour. I let it rain. I let it pour. See that? See, he gets it. Also, before we transform him, let's do a little size. Now there is. Yeah, sometimes you know he does have a little flop. It could be that I think it's just my figure. The joint was kind of loose. I think the guy that I bought him from on McCary did mention he has some loose joints a little bit, but it's not too major. I mean, he's still pretty new there. So. Yeah, you see, now this is actually the Kingdom Dinobot. Actually, it's not from Beast Wars, but he looks pretty much like Beast Wars Dinobot, but better. And he's they kind of close to the same height. Almost, just a little bit. Probably have to look. I would say he's a little shorter than him, just a little bit. You have. I can kind of see it from behind the camera. I guess from certain viewpoints you might not notice that, but yeah, you know how you got people that be looking real fine, almost like the menu item, almost like Mr. Krabs' money back guarantee. You have to zoom in on it. Your guarantee. Oh, that. So yeah, you might have to do a little of that to notice the size comparison. But some people might do it, you know, because some people love to do that nitpicking and stuff, like really nitpick even more, like super nitpick. And then others, you know, it's like, dude, I don't care. so yeah, that's a little size comparison to the original. Oh, let's get him transformed. And I kind of like I'm gonna see if I can do it like the way he transformed when he did it for the first time in the show, because like I say, it's sort of a switch around. He can do this kind of thing, like he's on all four. Because of how long, because these also become his robot mode legs. So yeah, he sort of do this, and then sort of work. Open those up. Kind of opening up a little. You already see his robot mode head. I'll bring it in a little close once I get them transformed there. Okay, so much for that. Yeah, okay. Kind of, yeah, let's kind of work that in, work this out. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to do like the TV show. I kind of cut close to it, but yeah, come around here. Gonna kind of bring this up. You kind of, yeah, straighten that down there. It's just, it's a lot. It's just kind of, it's not really extremely difficult. Like I say, I was just trying to do a little trick to it. But basically, yeah, you're just kind of moving, yeah, like I mentioned, the switcheroo. You're just sort of shifting them around, like when you're moving one, sort of kind of multitasking a little bit. You gotta move that. Just sort of have to work with it there. And then once you do it the first few times, yeah, yeah, you pretty much have an idea of what it's like there. Let's see, I think I got the head kind of in there. All right, so let's move. Yeah, and then kind of, because I kind of have to, move those, snap those into place. Hook them in. You got big shoulder pads. Got his head. Would be nice if if they could make it a little bigger, you know, or kind of bring the detail of it out. Like I said, it's just kind of nitpicks, but you know, it's nothing that's that big of an issue. Like I heard a particular reviewer. There we go. And this right here. Okay, so now what you're gonna do? Now it's a little stiff on mine, but you're gonna kind of close this in. Yeah, let's see. I don't want to, because you don't want to break it. So let's move it back, because it's supposed to close in on the dino head. Yeah, that's sort of put a damper on that little trick of mine. Oh boy. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, it sounded like patch it up. There we go. Yeah, it kind of, it's a real, that's about the stiffest piece on this figure. You gotta be careful when you do it. Ow. Ooh. Yeah, he kind of, yeah, but I mean, he was kind of a dangerous character, so I guess that's why his figure is the way it is there. Figure's kind of like how he is in the show, you know. He wasn't, yeah, he didn't want to run into this guy in a dark alley here, or any alley, to be honest. Well, Spinny, they're not like New Lizard, but I agree with the bug. But then again, I'm not too wild about any of you. So, yeah, there we go. So, so you see, you got him transformed and everything. And the best way for him to stand is by having his tail down there. It did hang off of him in robot mode, so that's show accurate. Yeah, that kind of help him stand up. Head sculpt, really good there. Turns all the way around. Yeah, there we go. Kind of, yeah, them shoulder pad. It will do this. That's a minor note. Probably could raise the shoulder pads up to move his arms all the way around, like so. And they do, now you can have them turn this way, like that there. But if you want that little claw weapon, it also bends there, so you can kind of do that, like he also did in the show. And they have it where you can use his tail as a weapon, and it does attach in the hands, but it's not a very good attachment, and I ain't gonna bother with that. With the tail weapon thing, it's better where it's at. And he didn't use his tail as a weapon to show, so I don't know why they added that. I guess they just wanted to add some extra stuff. But yeah, it's a lot better the way it is. The claw weapons, yeah, that's what he did. He had big nails and stuff. I am the plan. So, yeah, legs, pretty much most of the movement. Yep, pretty much what you're gonna get. And like I say, yeah, and another reason why you do it like this for the nail thing is because of the little tubes there. So that's a good way to work around it. See, that's I don't think the other reviewer even tried that there. He just, oh yeah, the tail does tend to come. The tail can come off, yeah. But it's much better to leave it on them so you can get the show accuracy. So, yeah, and of course, opened up little spark crystal. Yeah, so yeah, that's this right here is Dinobot, or as Rat Trap say, Dinobot. I'm gonna put him over on this side like this here. Yeah, like that. I guess he's trying to do the split. Please don't do the split. I don't like to see the split, even if it's a toy. Please don't, no split. And give me just a second. I'm gonna do another size comparison to Dinobot in robot mode. So we see the size comparison. Apparently now in beast mode, they seem like they were close to the same height. He was still a little taller, but like I say, it was like by like a pinch taller in beast mode. But here in robot mode, it's really noticeable that he's taller. And I guess because when they were in beast mode, the way they were positioned, you know, the whole the raptor position. But yeah, he is smaller than him, and I assume he's probably even smaller than the Dinobot figures that they made back in, you know, the first Dinobot figures that they made back then before him. Yeah, it's kind of awkward there of his size, but oh well, you know, still really cool. Dinobot figures, you know, real cool, especially, you know, when especially these particular Dinobot figures. Like I say, his 90s one didn't do him justice, but this one, Dinobot 2. So yeah, definitely a must-have in your collection. Dinobot 2. So yeah, that's what I got to say for him. I'm glad I finally got this figure. Like I say, yes, there are nitpicks and little bits in here that, you know, have a few little difficulties there, but he's definitely worth it. And like I say, despite, you know, I'm definitely not hating on this. I wanted him as a kid, and now I finally got him, and yep, I have no regrets. So yeah, got both, man. I got both of them now, him and the original Dinobot. So best of both worlds. So anyway, like what you saw and everything, definitely like, share, subscribe, buy our available books, hit us up on that Patreon, just like your boy AJ the Supreme, Big Sis Casey, Iceman Universe. Also, hang out with us on Facebook and Discord, and let's tell each other some stuff on the Macari app. May find you a Dinobot 2 figure, or the original, or any other Transformer. Take a look, see what you find. Also sell some of your stuff there if you want to get a little extra money. And we will see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.